Hello everyone, my name is Hawa Saipo. I am from Columbia, South Carolina. I am your travel industry expert in which I give you tips on all things travel. This is for the people who are flying for the first time. Oh my goodness, you are so nervous and you're like, I'm going to finally do this. Yes, take a deep breath. And for some of you, maybe it's not even a fear. You've never been exposed to flying. Traveling is something that you've always wanted to do, but you just don't know how. So I'm here to really help you to calm your nerves. For my client who is about to fly for the first time, they're about to celebrate her birthday on a cruise. So it's her family's first time cruising. And so she's excited to be able to have her family there celebrate her big birthday bash on their first cruise ever. And this is also their first time flying. So I'm creating this video for her, so you know who you are. This video is just for you. So I'm excited to be helping anybody that's watching this video that are first time flyers. Well, I have traveled a lot. I love to fly because I would rather fly than be in a car for 5, 10, 20 hours. Those days for me are over. I only drive when I really have to, but I would prefer flying any day. For some of you who are watching this and after you watch this video, it's helped you travel better, you know what to expect, and you actually had a wonderful time flying and it wasn't as bad as you thought and you actually enjoyed the flight and getting there faster. It really wasn't that bad. Now you're looking forward to the next time that you fly. You're gonna get really comfortable with this process. In fact, you'll be a pro just like myself. You'll be mentally prepared and you'll be able to inspire and help the next person who feel like you. Get back on this video and leave some comments after you have flown. So if you watch this video and it's helped you in some kind of way, make sure you leave your comments. And if you find value in this, subscribe to my channel. Give me a huge thumbs up before you leave. Click on the notification bell so you'll know when I have the next video. There are 8 pro tips for you, okay? So this is going to help you so much. After you've already booked your flight, you're thinking, what should I think about when it comes to flying to a destination? First of all, the best case scenario is to catch a flight from your city. So that way you can have somebody drop you off, so you can just pull in your luggage, your carry-on, and go into the airport, go through TSA, and go to your gate. But if you are planning to drive to the airport that you're going to leave out of and you're going to leave your car overnight, there are parking garages that you can park at your airport. So you can actually find information on your airport that way. Usually there are a couple of overnight garages that you can park. They generally cost about $10, $15 per night. You can Google and find out all the information. In my case, sometimes I fly out of Columbia, South Carolina, but sometimes I get a lot better pricing if I fly out of Charlotte or Charleston, which are nearby airports. So consider the travel time that it takes for you to get from point A, which is your home, to the airport. Now you want to also add 20-30 minutes to that time that you calculated, because you don't want to be caught in some type of traffic jam. First things that I want you to think about after you've booked your flight, check your confirmation and look at that reservation to make sure that they gave you a ticketed reservation. And you would look for that record locator on that itinerary. After all that, number 1, this is when you need to go ahead and check your airline's luggage requirements and fees. Some airlines automatically come with free carry-on and a free personal bag. Your personal bag is your purse or your backpack. Check with your airlines. A lot of those airlines come with a free carry-on. Some lower priced airlines, you will find that you would have to pay a carry-on bag on the way there and then on the way back. It's best to purchase the carry-on ahead of time because it would save you some money. Some airlines, I like to fly with them because it automatically comes with a carry-on. You also want to check what the weight limits the size of the bag or your carry-on, and then what the cost is before you fly, just to make sure that you are not at the gate and you are surprised. And for check-in bags, most of the time that's going to be a bag that you would go to the counter and they check that bag in, and you would pick it up in baggage claims when you arrive at your final destination. In that case, check-in bags are generally about 50 pounds that they allow, and $30 to $50 extra to pay. With some international flights, it's automatic, and you can look on the itinerary. It'll let you know if you'll get a free bag, one check-in bag or two check-in bags. So be mindful, because now the flights have different categories in which you purchase it. It will let you know. If you are not sure, you can always go to the airline's websites and look at the information. Number two is most airlines have an app that you can download on your smartphone. And like I said earlier, you'll have a record locator after you book your flight. You'll be able to input the record locator number with your name, and it'll pull up your itinerary. It's really, really good. Even if you've booked this 2-3 months in advance, you'll be able to know if there are any type of changes that occur. On the app, you'll be able to do early check-in. Usually it will allow you to check in within 24 hours before travel. You'll be able to upgrade, change seat, or even purchase your carry-on or check-in bag with some airline apps. You will also be able to download virtual boarding passes. You still can go to the ticket counter when you arrive at the airport to print out an actual paper ticket. So you can still do that, but many people who have their smartphone are able to open up their app and get the virtual boarding pass that way. Really easy for you to go through TSA and to check in at the gate. If you are flying international, on your airline app, most often you are able during the early check-in period to download your passport and your travel documents. It will let you know on the app what they need. It's really, really cool nowadays. They're able to scan your passport and have it ready, so that way you don't have to worry about that when you are going through the check-in gate area. The third that you want to consider is when you are packing your carry-on, pack all your essentials in your carry-on. Or if you don't have a carry-on and you have a personal bag like your backpack, you want to have necessary things like your medicines, things that are hard to replace, your phone, your gadgets, your chargers, headset. Everybody need to make sure that you bring some kind of headset or your earbuds, because when you travel and you want to listen to audiobooks or music or watch a movie, you don't want to be loud, right? You want to make sure that you have something in your ear and be mindful of the space and the people that you are around. In that carry-on or your personal bag, you need to make sure you have your glasses, your contacts, extra set of clothes, your toiletries, all your travel documents, or your important paperwork that's hard to replace. Have all of that in a compact bag within your carry-on bag, because you just never know if there is a delay or if there is an issue with your bags being lost during travel. You at least have something on you to use in the meantime. The fourth thing is you need to make sure that you arrive at the airport at least 2 hours before flight time. So if you're flying out at 5 p.m., you want to make sure that you get to park your car, walk into the airport 2 hours before flight time. This is going to give you enough time to at least check your bags, get whatever you need to at the ticket counter, and then find your gate, because some airports are huge and you may need to go to different terminals and you feel lost. At least now you have time to go to customer service and go to the necessary gates, because through TSA, they're gonna check your ID or your passport, your luggage. You're gonna have to remove your hat, your jacket, your shoes. Sometimes they tell you to leave it on, but if you have a laptop, you got to remove that. And those lines could be quite long at times. In some cases, some airports, you may need to even go 2 to 3 hours in the case of Charlotte or Atlanta, because those are international airports and it may require you to need more time. Usually boarding time is 30 minutes before departure time. Number 5 is keep your ID or your passport on you. Keep it handy, make it easy to find, because you don't want to shuffle around and make people behind you in the lines get frustrated because you don't have it together, right? So have like one of those fanny pack or a cross bag or easy purse that doesn't have too many zippers, so that way it's easy you to find your ID. Number 6 is make sure that you wear comfortable clothes, particularly comfortable shoes. When you're going through TSA now, they require most of the time for you to remove your shoes, so you want it to be some like slide-ons or something like that, so you don't have to worry about getting 5 straps off, or having to tie your shoelaces and stuff like that. So make sure you're wearing comfortable clothes and your jacket, because a lot of time now you gotta remove your jacket, remove your hat, remove everything from your pocket. So be prepared for that. I'm not saying that every check-in TSA area require you to do that, because it's crazy. Remove this, take this, leave it on. Sometimes they want you to leave your laptop in your bag, sometimes they want to remove it, and sometimes they want you to put everything on a separate bin. And anyway, just pay attention, because they're going to be telling you what to do when you get to the TSA area. Your bags and your luggage are going to get scanned through their scanner to make sure that there are no liquids, there are no weapons that you're carrying on an airplane. So it's all designed to keep you safe. So yeah, be mindful too when you're packing on your carry-on that all the liquids are 3 ounces or less, and put it in a Ziploc bag. Pack your sunscreens, all the big bottles of everything in your check-in bag. Your carry-on that you're going to take into the airplane, make sure that everything is liquid form that is 3 ounces or less. Number 7, be respectful of the fellow passengers. So what I mean by that is, like I said earlier, have your headset ready, so when you are in the airplane that you keep it minimal and keep it to yourself, because you don't want to listen to what the person next to you is watching. Keep all your bags and things in your space when you travel, and be mindful of that. Make sure that you bring a mask, because if you start coughing, because when you fly, the air in the airplane sometimes can make you really dry. In some cases, you can fly some airlines and they don't offer you water, right? And you may start coughing. So you want to be mindful of that person that is sitting beside you to have your mask on if you're going to cough a lot, and that's just really going to help you from transferring germs when you travel. And lastly, number 8, this is all about mindset. Go ahead and be prepared and expect for certain things to happen, because there are certain things we can't control, like delays, you being stuck in traffic, or things happening and you went to the wrong terminal or went to the wrong gate, or you misunderstood where you're supposed to go to get to your gate. So be flexible. If you were to miss your plane and you did not board in time, it is okay. Generally, you can go straight to the gate where you're supposed to board, and they will be able to put you on standby on the next available flight, or they will be able to rebook it for you on the next flight. And if it's their fault and there is a delay or whatever, they'll make sure that you will catch the next available flight. If you have to spend overnight and you can't go into the next morning, oftentimes the airlines, they will take care of your meals, give you some vouchers for your meals and hotel stays if that were to ever happen. So when you're traveling like this, think about using a credit card that have travel insurance that would actually take care of those needs, or trip protection when you travel. A lot of time this will cover trip delays, it will cover your night stays somewhere. I travel so much. This is something that is rare, that's not that often. And if it were to happen, just take a deep breath. Just know that everybody on the airplane around you, they're getting delayed as well. They're getting the frustration as well. Go to the ticket counter and they are going to make sure they take care of everything to get you back home or get you to your destination. I really hope that all these points helped you. These 8 points are just simple things that's going to help you be prepared for anything that may happen. This is your first time flying. I know that you feel like it's overwhelming, but I am telling you, just look at the people around you. There are so many people, and there's a lot of areas in the airport that has help desk and customer service people that is often wearing some type of uniform at the airport that is ready to help you. You are going to be just fine. I just recommend you to just take a deep breath and enjoy the ride. Relax. Everything is going to be wonderful. You are going to be so excited because now you're like, wow, it is not as bad as I thought. Actually, this is kind of fun. Everyone in your family need to have a passport. So if you are a US citizen or a permanent resident in the US and you are going on your cruise for the very first time and you're leaving out of a US port for a closed loop cruise that doesn't require you to have a passport, it's okay to just use your ID this time, but I recommend you and your family to go ahead and spend that $135, around $150 to get your passport that lasts 10 years and 5 years for children 16 years and under. It is totally worth it because when there are good deals, your travel agent literally can say, hey, I just saw something really great, or I just booked a trip and I thought of you, and it's a lot more affordable than you think. Guys, it is time for you to truly travel the world. Enjoy your flights. I hope that this video for first-time flyers has helped you and inspire you to start booking more travel and think of all the different destinations that you used to think about and scared of going to. But listen, now it is totally possible. Thank you so much for watching. Again, leave me some comments, click on the notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Give me a huge thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye, guys.